Good afternoon. At this particular point, we want to try to manufacture this particular part. It happens to be a gear blank. And we'll look it over first to see what operations we may or may not need to use. I can see that we need a close tolerance bore. We have close tolerance diameters, by the way, the unilateral, which also indicates it's a gear blank because we want down, not larger. 2.9 minus 5, 2.4 minus 5. The groove is 1950. Okay, so we see these dimensions. We know what we're going to make. Now we're going to prepare the machine to get started. Okay, I'm going to put my print here. The methods on how I want to do it are over here, which are pretty good to follow these. We can do it like a checklist. And we have our print. Okay, by the looks of it, we have our blank. This is our gear blank for this particular project. Looks nice, and we can check it, and it's showing us to be 3 inches. Fine. Okay. Next thing we need to check is how are we going to hold this? We're going to have to use a 3-jaw chuck, and we have a 3-jaw chuck. In this chuck, it just happens to have the jaws that I'm looking for to hold on the outside diameter. And we also have the reverse jaws, which these come out and get replaced with the reverse jaws that look like this to hold on narrower OD stuff, smaller stuff. So right now we have the right jaws in the chuck. We're going to leave that alone. We're going to visualize how we're going to hold our part. This looks pretty nice. We're going to have to use these because when you close this down to hold out here, which would really be where we would want it to be, but when we close down, the jaws are going to hit in here and it won't grab. So we need to use this other level. It's okay. We have to be careful because these jaws stick out further than our part. If you were to look, you could see that this is parallel to parts below this diameter, so we have to be careful when we machine it. Now, the next thing to install in the chuck is to make sure things are clean. We have a face and a race, and they both must be absolutely clean. So we're going to clean these, generally with a rag, not a problem. And our cam locks look good. Now we go up and we check our machine. And we check the face looks nice and clean. And the race looks nice and clean. And we're ready to install the chuck. We line up the cam lock holes with the cam locks on the pins on the back of the chuck, and we install it. Okay. Before we do that, let's just make sure that our cam locks are in position for accepting this. That's good. There's a little click to indicate that it's locked in. You can hear it. And that's good. Now we're ready to go. This goes right in like so. And we tighten one kind of gently. Then we go to the second one. Kind of gently again. Back to the third one. A little tighter. And now we come back to the first one. Now we can go righty-tighty clockwise. And clockwise again, and tight clockwise again. This chuck is now installed properly. Remember, these cam locks can tighten in reverse. Not a good idea. Lefty-loosey. They can come loose. You must be careful. Make sure you turn clockwise when you tighten it. Let's just check to see if things are running. And everything looks really good.